Is Liverpool's biggest problem that failure to integrate the new players?
Well, it's one of their problems. They've got a few problems at the moment, obviously. Integration of new players is always a problem in the Premier League because it is the toughest league in the world, and it's a culture shock for many players to come to that environment. It's not only the change of countries where you come into your workplace, which is the most competitive league in the world, and it is a shock. It is easier when you're coming to the champions, where it should be, because the integration should be a little bit easier. But they're missing Diaz. He's flying. You've seen it, and obviously the tragedy, what happened with Jota, we can't underestimate how that has had an impact on the squad as well. The new players, especially Wirtz, what Gary's talking about there, he's really struggling. He really is struggling. At the pace of the game, to find a position, trying to want to play him in a 10, which is preferred position, and then sticking him out on the left-hand side. Ekitike's done well. I think we can't argue with the impact he's had. Isak's obviously had the injury problems. He will come good because we know he can play in the Premier League. The same with Kirkes. Frimpong's been a real problem. We're not sure what he is. Is he a wide player? Is he actual fullback? I think he wants to play in forward areas. They're missing the players they've lost. Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. It's having a massive impact on them. You'd have to say we're just looking for excuses because there's something not correct at the moment. And I need to address it very, very soon. Otherwise, it's going to be too late. You can't win the league in November, but you could certainly be out of it by November if you keep dropping points. And if they look, I think they're still in it because they're capable, but they're only capable, not capable on the performance we saw yesterday, Tom. Certainly not. But they're capable on memory and the history of what this group have done last season. But like you say, integration of new players, unless they get it right very, very soon, there's no title for them this year.
Well, yeah, you say it's not over just yet. It is the subject of one of our polls this morning. Is it game over for Liverpool in the title race? And 77% are saying that yes, it is. And here's another one for you, Tim. They've lost 5 Premier League games so far. I know it's only November, but no Premier League winner has ever lost more than 6 games in a 38-game season. Now, they've had no draws, OK, so that helps. Yeah. The rest have all been wins. Yeah. But when you say it's not over yet, it could be quite soon.
Absolutely, very soon, very soon. I mean, you do... First and foremost, do we think Arsenal can... What are we talking about, 8 points now? Can Arsenal lose 3 games between now and the end of the season? Of course they can. Of course they can. Can Liverpool go unbeaten between now and the end of the season? No. So they're going to have to lose more games, Arsenal. I don't see them doing that. I don't see Arsenal losing 5 or 6 games between now and the end of the season. I really don't, in the Premier League. So it's very close, if not impossible for them now.
And especially when you've got, in between that, you've got Manchester City and Chelsea as well, who are now up to 3rd. Liverpool's, you said that integrating the new players was one of their problems. At the start of the season, we talked about they might lack a bit of depth in defence.
Yeah.
Is defence their biggest problem, or is attack just as much of a problem?
Well, a bit of both, really. I don't think vanDijk, for me, is a top draw player, leader of the club. He hasn't been great this season. He really hasn't. And Konate's even worse. He's been very poor. Fullbacks they've missed. They've got new fullbacks. They haven't settled either. Gravenberch has been missing in the 6th position. He's back now. We thought he was back. We thought they were back to not their best, but it was certainly an improvement. We played against Aston Villa and they beat Real Madrid. Gives anyone a lift, to be able to do that. But they got put to the sword yesterday. That was a statement win from Man City to say, just a reminder, guys, we are still here, and they look very, very good, and they're doing it without Rodri. It's incredible the performance what they had. Some individual performances, which I know we're going to get onto later on in the show, but for Liverpool, it's not right at the moment, and no one can really, even including Arne Slot, can put their finger on just one thing. It's an accumulation of things, unfortunately, for them, and it's probably going to be a bridge too far for them to win the Premier League this season. But not impossible. I will never say impossible for a team who won it with a month to spare last year.
Well, Sky Sports have partnered with Finalysis, an app where passionate fans share their opinions on their club. If you want to represent your club, scan that QR code or visit the Sky Sports app for more details. We're joined by Liverpool fan Lewis Anderson now. Lewis, what was your reaction to that defeat and how deflated are you this morning?
I'm deflated like a flat balloon. I thought we'd just come back into it. We just got 2 wins. Real Madrid. We're thinking, all right, we've gone through our bad patch. We're going to do something now. Listen, you can lose away at Man City. Some of the best Liverpool teams have lost away at Man City. Klopp's team that got 98 points, whatever. It can happen, but to lose like that, we were so toothless. Yeah. It's like we forgot to put in our dentures. We couldn't do anything. We tried to be defensive in the first half. So if you're going to be defensive, either be a low block or press high. We kind of didn't do either one of those things, and we were just kind of passive. Yeah. And also another thing what I'll say is, last season Slot got a lot of credit for coming out, changing things for the second half and doing really well in the second half, yeah? Which is cool, but why do we keep playing so bad in the first half?
How much is this? How much, you said you were toothless there. How much does that surprise you? Because when you looked at your squad at the start of the season, that was certainly not an area you were expecting to be a problem.
No, you know what? At the start of the season, obviously, we don't really usually spend money like that. So I was happy, like, okay, we're showing a bit of intent. But when we missed out on that Guehi deal, we spent so much money in other positions, but centre-back was a big hole for us. A big, big hole. So I know Guehi had a season left and they wanted to save a bit of money. But if you're spending 120 mil on Isaac, 115 mil on Wirtz, and then you're trying to save 4 mil on Guehi, it's like, we needed the strikers, but we definitely needed a centre-back. And even, sorry to say one more thing. So remember, a couple of seasons ago, we tried to sign Saicedo, defensive mid, yeah? Because we had Fabinho, his legs fell off. We didn't have a defensive mid, so we signed Endo as a stopgap. But we still haven't replaced Fabinho till now. So, like, it's just, yes, we spent a lot of money, but we didn't cover all the bases that needed covering.
I don't think we ever expected Konate to be as bad as he's actually been. Even yesterday, Pep's thought about this and he's thinking, you know what, don't let Virgil come out with the ball. Our pressing victim has to be Konate. They were letting him have the ball, and as soon as he had the ball, they just smelt blood and they went and got it. And you couldn't get out. You know, you talk about, toothless going forward. You couldn't get a ball through the lines to get forward because they were starting with that man. Give him the ball and they just preyed on him. And unfortunately, he couldn't stand up.
He couldn't. And it's sad. I don't understand how you could spend all your life training and playing football and not be able to pass the ball from defence into midfield. Like, we've lost Trent, yeah? Everybody was banging on about, Trent can't defend, Trent, but Trent could get the ball in defence and play it into midfield or play it even into attack. Konate needs dropping like a hot stone from a very great height. If he wants to go Real Madrid, if his head's in Real Madrid, then let his body follow. Because what he's doing at the moment...
But why is Joe Gomez getting the game? Is Joe Gomez fit? Why is he not even given the game?
Yeah, come on.
Honestly, it's got to the point where I don't even know. We saw him in the cup against Southampton. Was it against Crystal Palace? Sorry, and he was terrible. But he was playing with like all the kids. He was surrounded by like teenagers. Probably never played with before. And he's like, at this point, Gomez has to play. Or who would I replace him with? Obviously, if Guehi even still wants to come, he has to come. But I honestly believe in the top 10, there's probably one centre back in each of the top 10 teams that could take Konate's place. How he's playing at the moment, I don't know what's gone wrong. Obviously, I've never played at this level, but I don't understand how you could go from where he was last season to, it's like when Torres went Chelsea and just his brain just switched off. Yeah, that's what it's like at the moment.
It's confidence. From where you're talking, you don't believe, do you? It's not happening this year for you, is it?
This year? Oh, no. I'm not going to lie. I lost faith a little while ago. We definitely can't win it. If we could get a cup, still pick up a cup and get in it, like people saying top 4, I do still think we're the 3rd best team, but Arsenal and Man City, we showed Man City yesterday. This isn't even the great Man City. We actually made them look brilliant. Yeah. Oh, it hurt. I don't believe now. This season, it's not happening.
Right. Okay, Lewis, thank you.
Thanks, Lewis.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.